This is for the crazy ones who put themselves on camera. Today I have a super advanced performance tip, but it's one that anyone can use to make their videos more memorable. And being memorable is crazy important because, wait a minute, I know this one. Hi, I'm Steve Washer, and you're watching The 1 Minute Authority, the place to make your ideas memorable. This little on-camera tip might seem very simple, maybe even simplistic, but I see it as profoundly important. And if you use it, your videos will radically change, both in how you come across and in how they're received. So one of the biggest mistakes I see people make in their videos is how they rush through them. Maybe it's because they don't want to waste people's time. Maybe they really are in a hurry. Whatever the reason, they come off looking like a pitch man. I mean, I get it. Someone told them to keep their video under 2 minutes or it won't be watched, and that is true if they make it like a pitch man. But if they make it like we need to see it to understand it fully, the video can be as long as it needs to be. Why? Because that makes your ideas authoritative, which makes them attractive. And if it takes a little time to unfold, that's okay. People will watch because the idea is worth absorbing. Now, here's where we begin to enter the zone where this technique takes place. Big ideas are always made up of sub-ideas. But if each sub-idea gets equal emphasis, they don't add up to one big idea. Everything just gets confused. Our viewers need to be able to differentiate between all these thoughts so they can fully appreciate and absorb the big idea. And they can easily do that if you do one little thing for them when you're on camera. Complete the moment. When you complete the moment, your viewer now feels like there's nothing left to say about that idea, and that's very satisfying. That's something you want to do. So, how do you complete the moment? It's done with a simple technique called the setup and the button. The setup is that moment in your script where once you've laid out your subpoints, you take a short pause before the next thing you say, which is your conclusion, your big idea. The button comes right after your main point. The button invites the viewer to take that moment to reflect on your point. I'll show you what I mean. Here's a piece of a video script from a while back. I'm going to read it now the way I see most people read scripts. Then you'll see how it was actually used in a video. Okay, here goes. People confuse popularity with authority. Getting lots of views certainly can indicate popularity, but it has nothing to do with authority. And frankly, people don't care about your popularity when they're looking for someone who can really solve their problems. So maybe the real question is not how you get more views, but how do you become more valuable? Now we're getting somewhere. So, did you get the point? Are you happy with it and ready to move on? Me either. Okay, now here's the actual video. Let's watch the setup and button as they roll out. This is making me nervous. I'm giving away all my secrets. Okay, let's go. Getting lots of views certainly can indicate popularity, but it has nothing to do with authority. And frankly, people don't care about your popularity when they're looking for someone who can really solve their problems. So maybe the real question is not how do you get more views, but how do you become more valuable? Now we're getting somewhere. Yes, there are things like rate, dynamics, and so forth that increase interest, but the thing that pulls it all together, even if you get everything else wrong, is the setup and the button. So here's the 1-minute summary. Completing the moment is not just a nice thing to do in your videos, it's the authoritative thing to do. When you insert a strategic pause before you make your point, even that split second of suspense, followed by the main point, then the completion of that moment where you invite your viewer to reflect along with you, this is what seals the deal. And now your audience is ready to move on to the next point because this one was completed in a satisfying way. Completing the moment. Every video is just a series of moments. It's our job to string them together like a priceless necklace. You know, there are a good number of on-camera techniques that are way more challenging, but this one, even though it's pretty advanced, anyone can do. If you just take the time to break down your main points in your head before you deliver them, and use the setup and the button to keep the points and the subpoints separated, your videos will not only be much easier to watch, they'll be much easier to remember. See what I mean? That's it for me for now. If there's some particular topic you'd like to see in these videos, let me know in the comments below. If you disagree, let me know. Either way, let me know, and we can turn this video into a discussion. Till then, I'm Steve Washer. See you next time on the 1 Minute Authority.